Hello everyone, we're Sonic the Hedgehog Gamer here and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. Last time we did quite a few things. We started to learn sign language, we went to town to pick up Kenji's package, and we bumped into Shizune. And kind of fulfilled Kenji's fear. Not that I realized it. Oh, that's hilarious. Anyways. The sign language teacher says I'm pretty good. I try not to think about it too much, but the truth is, I'm poring over it so much lately that it's hard not to keep coming back to at least a couple times a day. I guess I'm picking up faster than expected, but still not enough. I understand it's just fine. Understanding it is simple, but I have to put my mind into it to read it. But it's easy enough when I do. Signing itself is doable. I just need a little more practice. However, trying to do the both at the same time, even at half the speed Misha does it? Impossible. Where I am now is good for my level, but in order to reach a point where I'll be able to really converse with Shizune, I need more walk. I'm doing my best to get to that point one step at a time, but doing it as much as studying as I can squeeze in during lunch. I look up from Introduction to Japanese Sign Language to check if Shizune or Misha are around. Of course, since this is taking up my lunch hour, I've had to avoid them for a few days now. What's more, I'll have to keep doing so if I want to keep Shizune from finding out. Right back to the corner, scanning the area every 10 minutes, I feel like some kind of criminal trying to evade capture. Can't be found by the student council! Every chance she gets, Misha asks me why I want to hide the fact I'm learning sign language from Shizune. Looking back on it, there really wasn't any reason, but now I think I know. If I want Shizune to be able to treat me as a true equal, sign language is an important step towards that goal. If I want to be able to treat Shizune as an equal, then sign language is an important step towards that goal. Another important step is to make sure she doesn't know, so that when we're able to speak on equal terms, I'll be fully ready, able to do it right, not like some dilettante? I don't know that word. Anything less, I think, would be insulting. She would see it that way. So, to me, this is the only option, especially now that I've decided to be so resolute about it. Shizune has a huge aura. It's very easy to see her coming, or even to sense her coming. Mostly because Misha's hair lights up any crowd she's in like a beacon. You can hear her laughing from a mile away. Although even if Misha weren't with her, it would be the same. Her directness and efficiency are core parts of her, so it's no surprise that they come across in the way she walks as well. Due to all these factors, I'm able to put away all my things and put on my best casual face long before they see me and head my way. Hi! Student Council! Student Council! Student Council was the first thing I asked to learn. It seemed like it would come in handy. Yeah, I've been dodging it for a while now, huh? Yep! Shizune sits down in front of me to my right, Misha to my left. It's a mistake putting myself in the corner now. I'm well cornered. Ugh. In the end, I'm dragged off to the Student Council room. But I don't mind. I was starting to miss them a bit anyway. In some ways, this is easier. Satisfied with having caught me, Shizune doesn't ask where I've been all this time. Once I stand before the door, I wonder what could be so important that they're so eager to pull me back in. Games. There are a lot more games out than books. This at least explains why every time I come here there are stacks of books piled on every desk, and occasionally parts of the floor. They need the room to put all these games somewhere. It's boring playing games against each other so much, T-chan. So it's your turn, okay? Okay, it's settled then. And I didn't even say anything. Still can't understand her. T-chan, this is one of the last days we'll be able to take it easy like this for a while. So, it's especially important that we make the most of it, don't you think? Tanabata will be coming up soon, and we'll have to put in a lot of work for that too. So, for now, play with us. Come to think of it, it's true. I hadn't even noticed it because I was so wrapped up in wanting to learn sign language. Right on the heels of one festival, a bigger one appears. What if Shizune will try and rope a couple new members in it to help with that one as well? You're right. Yay, Hee-chan agrees. Let's celebrate. I know, we should play a game. Let's play a game to celebrate, Hee-chan. Oh no, that kind of thing usually ends badly for me. Hee-chan is worried about the stakes. Isha makes a very disappointed face. It's hard to tell if she's mocking me since her expressions are so exaggerated by default. She's an all-out kind of girl. To my head to Shizune, now this person, she is definitely mocking me. Hey, stop that. But yes, I'll play with you if you tell me what's at stake first. How very Japanese! Part of the consequences above everything else. Hee-chan, have you ever heard the expression, missing the forest for the trees? No. That's a lie, but I have my pride, which is currently feeling wounded. Okay, I'll play, but I want to pick the game. Misha nods. Additionally, I pick the punishment if you lose. Shizune makes an X with her arms. That either means denied or she's about to use her special attack. Shizune, use cross slash. Aha! Now who's afraid of consequences? How vengeful. Still, thinking so spitefully about a playful little joke. If a bit you would probably bite back. Shizune signs a word that I don't quite catch. Hee-chan is so vengeful. Even though it's just a little playful joke, if an armadillo bit you would probably bite back. Armadillo? It's foolish to bite an armadillo's neck, Hee-chan. But Hee-chan would do it anyway, you see. I see. Wait a minute! Shizune adjusts her glasses with a small flourish with her hand. Hee-chan, we didn't have anything planned at all if you were to win or lose. You just assumed there would be something like that. I wonder why. Me too. But oh well, there isn't. Does that change your mind, Hee-chan? Well, yes. Misha windmills her arm at high speed to show her joy. Weird habit. This is the kind of thing you could only see in the student council room, occupied by only 3 people. Anywhere else she would end up sucking someone in the face. Yay, yay! Let's start right now. Not just yet. Okay. But we have to all be able to play. That's my condition. I don't like games where one person is clearly the ace player right off the bat, or games where only 2 people can play, so one of us has to step back. Has to be something that the 3 of us can play equally. Like Monopoly! Checkers? The instant she says it, Misha takes out a bag of checkers and places them on the table. Only 2 people can play that, I told you. Okay, Chi-chan, how about I was joking about the Monopoly, but okay. How about Monopoly? Monopoly box slowly edges towards me, and I take it out of Misha's hands and put it under my chair. I don't like games that revolve around luck of the draw. They're too much about chance and not about skill. I so stop jumping the gun with these games. Luck is kind of a skill, you know. No, it's not. Actually, it is, so. It can be if you're consistently lucky, right? Once at that point, it's something else entirely. Baccarat? Marbles? Life? Snakes and ladders? Roulette? Blackjack? Paper football? Trivial pursuit? Misha begins to excitedly name a bunch of games as if she was reading from a list. Is a suggestion? A new box full of cases appear around her. A bizarre catalog of games ranging from child's fair to serious, polishy-looking gambling instruments that look very out of place in this humble room. Flat out blackjack and poker? 3-way chess? Is that even possible? Let's try. Yes, let's try it, definitely! Pull a chessboard from behind them with a flourish. Isn't that Chinese? Isn't Chinese chess? Like multiplayer? They pull a chessboard from behind them with a flourish like 2 junior magicians. Well, magic does require some deft sleight of hand, and they got that in spades. Not surprised. Nonetheless, it is still somehow unsettling. Stop doing that! Excuse me. Hanako? A very timid voice manages to make me look up. I lost my ID card and someone told me I could find out where to get a new one here. If I am interrupting something, I can come back later. Haniko's eyes drift across the room taking the landscape of piled up record books, haphazardly scattered chairs, and overturned board games. Guess this isn't exactly the image an organized, tightly run student council like ours should be giving off. Hello. The only thing I could think of to break the ice. Unfortunately, it just seems to startle her further. My ID card. You're in our class, right? Aren't you? Right? Right. So, don't be timid, okay? Come on. Yep, even though we're your seniors, it's not like we'll bite. Well, no, her seniors. We're in the same class. Still, I am grateful for them stepping in. What is it you said you want? An ID card, right? Right! Yes. Her eyes slide away from Misha. Being shy is no wonder she's not the best at keeping eye contact. I follow where she's looking and notice her gaze stop on the chessboard on the table. Hanaka's eyes widen for just a moment. Shizune notices as well. Do you like chess? You like chess, don't you? Yeah, you do, definitely. Do you want to play? Hesitation. She might make a break for it. I refuse to get involved in this, and it won't end well. To my amazement, Hanako seems to be considering the idea very seriously. She twists the tips of her fingers together pensively, mulling the thought over. That level of consideration is more or less a confirmation. We're having a lunch break, so you'll have to wait anyway. Why not play with us in the meantime? Come on, it'll be fun, really fun. You like chess, don't you? I can tell. It's really, it's obvious. So, please, will you? Okay. Yay! Success! Okay. That's great. The chessboard is set up. The opening move is important. Oh no! Oh no! This is going to end horribly. Shizune versus freaking... Oh no. Okay, well. However, Shizune doesn't seem to care. Hanako ponders her moves carefully, sliding pieces forward just a little bit, then pulling them back in uncertainty, second guessing herself over and over again. She's really into this game. You can't call her a casual player. Definitely an enthusiast. Shizune can't take her lightly, no matter what she does. Hanako has an appropriate response. Yet there is something wrong about the pacing of this game. Shizune moves too quickly. No, not even too quickly, but with illogical speed. It's like she isn't even thinking about what she'll do next. Either Shizune is in the realm of supercomputers, or she isn't taking this game very seriously. Or maybe Hanako just isn't very good. Shizune forces an exchange of pawns. Hanako's turns takes increasing amounts of time as the game goes on, and it hasn't even been going on that long. Suddenly, it all becomes clear. Shizune has a lot more time to think about her next move, because Hanako takes forever to move a piece. Despite that, it's an interesting game. Black Knight to f6, Bishop to d3. Since they're both playing seriously, no one is toying with the other. There is no clearly dominant player, at least for now. Maybe this is helped by the fact that they aren't very close to each other from what I can see. Shizune is a mysterious opponent to Hanako. Hanako is an enigma to Shizune. Hanako's furrowed brow shows that she is into the game. She really wants to win, and Shizune also wants to win. The lack of familiarity is a little depressing, but is giving life to the game, allowing them to see each other as good competition. Maybe that might even end up being friends over it, but at the very least, rivals in chess. It's an optimistic thought. Although, remember playing Risk against Shizune? She doesn't want to just crush people for the fun of it. The game continues. Shizune plays 12 moves in 4 minutes. What a scary opponent. But Hanako holds her own, even though her king is being chased across the board a bit. Pawn to h6, white knight to e6. The end is near. The game ends. That was a really good game! Thanks. It was really close. I thought I would lose. You're very skilled. Magnanimous in victory and extending a hand to the defeat. Maybe it's because Hanako is taking her defeat so well. This is a fun game, but it took so long. Almost the whole period. Just as too formulaic. Especially at this level. How about some advanced rules? What? Advanced? Yeah, like speed chess. Or chess with additional pieces. Maybe we can pair up and play tag team chess with 1 or 2 boards. Your choice. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It'll be fun, really, really. Regular chess is so slow, too methodical. It's boring. I want to play chess that rewards quick thinking and daring. Any one of these comparing chess is like comparing checkers to Go or tic-tac-toe to shogi, right? Right? Even laser chess may be more exciting. Pick something. Pick. I never played. I can do a headlines. Many emotions spring up in me. Watching Hanako's mind reel in front of the chessboard as if she's about to faint. The dominant one is amusement, but I move a little closer in case she might really topple over. Board set up again, but this time it's not even close. Hanako can't even make a move out of fear of her hand colliding with Shizune. She's all over the board. It's an onslaught. Remember where Hanako wants to put a piece? Shizune is already there. The fastest game I've seen in my life. Call brutal. Let's change the rules and play again. Best out of 6. Like a deep. Shizune, that's enough! Shizune, you're massacring her! Hanako excuses herself and flees from the room. Huh? Wait! Didn't she want to know where she could get an ID? Excuse me. Hello? Come back, please. Wait, wait, wait! Strangely, the farther Misha goes away, the louder the sound of her voice seems to grow. Wow! I couldn't catch her. Then I pat on her shoulder reassuringly. There, there. There, there. You're pretty cheerful for someone who needed a pat on the shoulder. Hee-chan, do you hate games where luck is involved? Question out of nowhere, but it feels like an important one. If it wasn't, why would Shizune be looking at me, watching for my reaction? If I glance in her direction, she tries to pretend she isn't doing so, putting on a casual air by spinning a chess piece in her fingers. I don't like games that will revolve around the luck of the draw, right? That was you, Hee-chan. Yeah, revolving around luck isn't the same as just having luck involved, though. I don't hate games just for having an element of luck. Most games have an element of luck to them anyway. It's what keeps them interesting. I think a game where you know from the beginning how far you can go is boring. And it's not a game, isn't it? Just going through the motions. For a game where you have little to no control, I don't think I could get into something like that. I see. That girl isn't very good at chess. Chess is a formulaic game, so it's a game that isn't suited for her. There are nothing formulaic about her. Someone who plays chess like that, looking only at the next piece, playing so shallowly, can't be a serious chess player. Anyone who loves chess to the point where their eyes sparkle like that when they see a chessboard would be the kind of person who would study the game. If you study it just casually, you can learn to see that at least 2 moves ahead, even against pros. Why would someone who loves the game so much with that enthusiasm know so little about it? Even less than someone who was just a passing interest in it. To my fellow Shizune, you do everything you want with freaking determination. Shizune puts down the piece in her hand. It's a rook. Her feelings are real, but her feelings for the game aren't real. Do you understand, Hee-chan? There's no luck in chess. Very important to realize that. Luck in games is good because it gives everyone a chance. Just enough to matter, but not so much that skill is penalized. Chess is boring because it's not a game. To me, it's just like formulas. Hanako isn't the kind of person who would love something like that either. If you value something, you fight. Shoujo is proof of preciousness? I think so at least. Or you can see it immediately. Since it's so precious that it stops your thinking. The first is passionate love. The second is a gentle love. I tried to fight her, chasing around a king, trying to bait her. I didn't succeed though, because she stuck to only what would work. The trickiest moments were when she moved the fastest. That means she knew exactly how to deal with those situations. That means someone taught her. Do you understand, Hee-chan? Really? If you love chess that much, but you can't give it your all, it's because you love the memories attached to it, and not the game. It's too precious to her to see it as a tool for true competition. Due to that, you can't become friends over it. Not without words. Well, your way of making friends isn't the kind of way that works on everyone, Shizune. Look on her face isn't one of sadness, at least as far as I can tell, but her words are very sad. Hey, let's play a game while the board is still here. But the bell rings and cut me off. Damn it! I tried. To be fair, we kind of fixed that in Hanako's route, considering we got her a chessboard. And she got a book in order to go in, to be good on that. We did ignite that fire in her. But because we're not on her route this time, we never ignited it, I guess. Things have returned to normal. Well, I transferred at a pretty unusual time, and I can hardly say that I had a normal first few weeks here. I guess it's more like things have calmed down and reached normality. I've been here longer than I thought. It's hard not to think about all that stuff I must have missed in the school before my arrival, or the things that might have happened in my old school since I've been gone. I wonder where these feelings come from, since I don't leave much behind. I have a lot more here that I like. If that wasn't the case, then I wouldn't even bother with something like student council or Shizune Misha. I would be hard pressed to care about anything if the school was how I imagined it would be. So even this feeling of a daily routine makes me glad in a way. I dread the amount of work that's going to hit me in student council after school, enough to want to consider stepping out of my duties, just this once. Yet, it's nice to feel like there's something I can do. Shizune drops a stack of attendance sheets next to me. Thanks again for helping out. Thanks again, Hee-chan! Sure is a lot of work though. I had to skip out on language class again. But now I'm at a level where I can understand most of Shizune's and Misha's conversations with each other. So I'm not too bothered by it. Shizune still doesn't know that. I'm determined to keep things that way until I'm very sure of my skills. Perhaps a little childish of me. Tanabata is in less than 5 days, but they're only going to start building the stalls tomorrow. Hey Chan, we might have to help out building stalls again starting tomorrow. Why? What was the point of taking them apart then? That took days, didn't it? Yep, that's right. Even though Hee-chan wasn't there for it. I would have helped out if you asked. It wouldn't have made sense to bore you with the cleanup duty after you enjoyed the festival so much. It wouldn't have made sense to bore you with making you clean up, but after the festival, it would have ruined the fun. Besides, Hee-chan is lazy anyway. He would have tried to run away again. Hee-chan doesn't like playing Foxhound. It stinks. Then it covers her mouth with her hand and starts shaking. It takes me a second to realize she's laughing. Mostly because she's doing so completely soundlessly. It's a little strange to see, but more or less the same good-spirited kind as Misha's. Without being eardrum piercing. That's a good question though, Hee-chan. Huh? Stalls! It's a storage issue. The school doesn't have anywhere to store so many stalls, since each one is pretty large. They won't pay for outside storage either, so this is what they decided on. It's inefficient, but it's cheaper. Because the school doesn't have anywhere else to store that many stalls, Hee-chan. Yeah, but they do, but they don't want to pay. Sorry, Shi-chan. Because of the previous generation. The leadership decided that outside storage costs have risen too much, and the student council before us was too weak-willed to tell them that it's stupid to have build and disassemble 60 stalls twice a year. Okay. Hee-chan, let's eat something. It feels like we've been working all day. We have. Now that I think about it, I am hungry. I would have had lunch, but it was really crowded today for some reason. So I decided it wasn't worth the trouble. It was like that today because they had something especially interesting things for sale on the side. Like what? No, don't tell me. I guess it doesn't matter since I won't be able to eat them anyway. Then it looks oddly pleased with herself. I wonder what the context of that could be. I prepared ahead of time for this. Being my self-satisfaction, she produced a wide assortment of food from her bag. You can immediately see that 90% of what it or more was taken from the lunchroom. There's a lot as well. Isn't there a limit to how much a person can buy? That means these gains are definitely ill-gotten. The veal cutlet bread is always sold out in the first minute of lunch. I'm impressed you managed to obtain one. Thank you. Reach for it quickly, but Shizune immediately makes a grab for it as well. Hands go slack for a second when it touches mine, but she immediately pushes forth with redoubled effort, that blazing competition spirit, flashing dangerously in her eyes. Her fingers pray at mine, searching for an opening. I don't budge an inch, preparing to fight for this bread with my life. I might never have a chance to eat this. I'm fully aware that if we continue like this, we can crush the bread, greatly reducing its edibility. Misha, tell her that unless she lets go, the bread is going to be crushed. Why can't you do it yourself? I've told that she can nonchalantly let slip that I can communicate with Shizune, just fine if I wanted to. I was consider a possibility it was intentional, but I'm sure she was just distracted trying to tear the wrapper off a juice box straw. Is it obvious? I can't let go of the bread. I can tell Shichan that then. She puts her palms up to the sky and shrugs. You, Milo! Why not? Because you have a stake in this, so I can't trust you. If Shichan wants to reply, she has to let go of the bread, and then you win. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe that's what you wanted, Hichan. It wouldn't be fair, so I'm going to be neutral, like Switzerland. Switzerland? Do you know about Switzerland? Of course I do. It's neutral. They're neutral. Shizune says at me cockily, tip of her tongue sticking out slightly between her teeth as she continues to tug firmly at the veil cut the bread between us. Suddenly, she lets go and holds her hands up, palms facing outward. Universal gesture of peace. This is a poor way to settle this, isn't it? I mean, might crush the bread. God damn it. She glares and her passive expression quickly plummets into a disapproving grimace. T-Chance, drop the bread! We are negotiating now! I drop the bread reluctantly. Okay, fine. Reach her hands darts in from the side. Her fingers drumming across the table as it makes its way over. Ah, don't mind me! I don't even really like veal. I'll just take the sandwich right here and something to drink too. Picking them up cautiously, she immediately retreats. She has the right idea. I could have just picked something else. There are lots of delicious things around here. The chicken katsudon bread is also a popular seller, making high in taste and demand. But I've already eaten one of those before. So immature, Hisao. This wouldn't be a problem if you had picked something else. The chicken katsudon bread is delicious. It's immature, Hichan. Why don't you pick the chicken katsudon bread instead? It's delicious. But I've already eaten that. Hichan, why are you so obsessed with eating the veal cutlet bread? Specifically. It's hard to get normally. Real things are more delicious. You're acting like a child. You're acting like a child, Hichan. Why don't you eat the chicken bread? That's not important. And bright red, she smiles cunningly and continues. There's no reasoning with you, so it looks like there's only one way to settle this. We are going to play for it. That doesn't matter. We'll play for it instead. Somehow I expected this. It's a logical conclusion. Shizune has been studying for a long time, pretty much continuously up until now. With our finals over, I guess that surplus of energy has to go somewhere. Play what? The oldest game known to man, upon which the fate of nations have been known to rest. Rock, paper, scissors. We're putting the fate of bread in rock, paper, scissors. We're playing rock, paper, scissors. Really? That sounds so serious, Chi-chan. There's no humor nor expression. She is dead set on this. Okay. She shoves her head back and I mirror her. Go. We both put out rock. A draw. I thought I had the perfect plan. Rock is unbeatable. Shizune frowns, able to upset by this unexpected turn of events. Not as planned. 2 papers. Damn. We both throw out rocks again, but a third hand is among us representing scissors. This looks fun. Can I play? Is it dual, Shi-chan? Dueling conduct? You're right. I really don't know. The faster she signs, the harder it is to follow. In fact, it looks like even Misha's having trouble keeping up. What's she talking about? One more time! We tie again. Every time Shizune demands a rematch, eventually skipping that step altogether, and throwing rock, paper, scissors with increasingly reckless abandon. Oh god! Even playing completely randomly, we continue to tie. This is a mathematical long shot! Misha hovers above us, watching it all and laughing each time we draw. After 16 rounds, Shizune pushes her chair away from the table and stands up. I know this, Hichan. I see what I've been doing wrong. This will all be over in the next round, so brace yourself, okay? Okay! I have studied your thought process, and I see how you play. I anticipate your next move and will combat it expertly. It's all news to me. I can't remember what we were doing this over. Shizune grins confidently, a look of fearless daring on her face. Her cold eyes flash with pure competitive spirit as she draws her hand back, goading me wordlessly to do the same. Her form is amazing, like a professional bowler or something, just a throw a hand motion. 2 papers! Ow! We've done 17 of these! What's the probability of this? Shizune's body immediately goes slack, and she moves her tempo with a look of expiration on her face as she lets out a sigh so long, it feels like a tire deflating. I realize I've gotten a lot hungrier in the time we've been doing this. We can just split it. I break the bread in half and offer one half of it to Shizune. She takes it. Thank you. She looks at the bread in her hand, studying it. But this feels hollow somehow. Regardless of how she feels, she still eats it. All of a sudden, I see Misha observing the scene out of the corner of my eye. Hey-chan, that's very romantic, I think. Oh, come on. She laughs and takes a bite of her second sandwich. We wait in silence for a while, Shizune and I managing to avoid any other contests, and then we go back to work. As I finish up with the day's usual fling, I think to myself that this might be Shizune's way of trying to start this week on a high note. After all, tomorrow is when real work will begin. With her hands literally full building stalls, she won't be able to talk much. It will likely be pretty dull and tiring, like it was the first time round. I'm appreciative of her efforts in that case. It's nice to have days like this as a way of enjoying yourself before the days ahead. I think that was her idea as well. I also remember that I will still have to get rid of Kenji's package. That damn thing is bulky and somehow I've never been able to track it down since I picked it up. How? Why do you have it? After student council is adjourned for the day, I walk towards the vending machine to look for something to drink, parting from Shizune and Misha. It's a short trip, but after even just a few seconds, I get the feeling I'm not alone. Ah, fuck! A pair of hairs cover my eyes. Guess who? Shizune? It's me, He-chan! Yeah, I know. Then why did you say it was She-chan? It's so good to be wrong sometimes, He-chan. You're too proud. Anyway, if this isn't council, you don't usually have plans, right? So you're just gonna go straight to your dorm? Where else would I go? Okay, that's great, He-chan. I wanted to talk to you today, so that works out perfectly. 2 high school students, alone after classes in a quiet, empty building, as the sun dyes the sky a romantic amber color. The cute girl says that she wants to talk. What a secretive and appealing situation. My imagination is buzzing. It's likely not going to be anywhere near as exciting as I'm making it out to be. But it's fun to play it out that way. Having set my canned coffee open to show him any chance of maintaining such a cheesy mood. Something louder than I even ever thought imaginable. Amplified by the context of the situation, a sigh of disappointment and relief. So, what is it? Oh, actually, I'm a little behind in some of my classes. And if I don't catch up, it could be a problem. I can't put it off any longer. My teachers say that I have to really start taking things seriously. So I should listen, especially because this is the 3rd time. I'm sorry, He-chan. Why are you apologizing? I won't be able to help you or She-chan with student council for a few days. It'll only be 2 or 3 days, really. I'll definitely try and come back as soon as possible, but I can't say I'm happy about this. It's supposed to be getting really busy this week too, isn't it? That's some unfortunate timing. For a second, I want to ask it if maybe Shizune could pull some strings to get her out of it. But Misha looks so genuinely apologetic about it. It would be pretty dickish of me to say something like that. Besides, if she says it's something she can't be putting off any longer, I'm inclined to believe her. Seeing how surprisingly serious she can be with student council duties. Yeah, I see. It's okay. You managed with just Shizune yourself last year, didn't you? So I'm sure I'll be able to as well. Don't worry. Really? Thank you, He-chan. Really? Yay, yay! I didn't know He-chan would take it so well. I thought you'd be really worried with how things are going to be so. Much work with Tanabata coming up and everything. Damn, she knows me oddly well. But He-chan is so composed. I'm glad. Yeah, you're sort of right. I was thinking about it, but it's not that big a deal. I'm not going to freak out over that. It's going to be a little annoying passing that pad back and forth to Dr. Shizune, though. He-chan, just tell Shizune that you can use sign language too. I don't understand why you won't. Not yet. I can't understand most things already. But I want to be really sure. Actually, I wouldn't mind. Secrecy is killing me too, and it would be nice to be able to talk to her in a real conversation. But we literally just accept whatever. Don't worry, I'm going to have to tell her eventually. I want to. Actually, I'm trying to think of a good opportunity for it. That won't be a problem, Hee-chan. Why not? Well, because I kind of told Hee-chan that you could understand her. She was worried about the same thing, that you wouldn't be able to understand each other, so I was worried. But it worked out fine in the end, after all. I lose it. Ah! Oh god, I got so mad I opened up another tab! Do you know how stupid I look now? I thought that for like half the damn day, acting like I couldn't read sign language. Now you seriously telling me that you knew the whole time I couldn't. I could. Just probably thinking, this guy's a complete jackass, but then he can't understand me. I just made a total jackass of myself. How could you let me do this? Misha frowned, seemingly lost for words on realizing that I'm taking this differently than she might have expected. Didn't speak again until after seeing that I've calmed down. But Hee-chan, I think this is definitely for the best. He says without batting an eye. I've waited patiently through my panic to say it. The cheerful delivery of her words make it seem like she sliced out the time between when she dropped the bomb on me and now. It's pretty funny in a way. You had such a one-track mind, you know that? Yes! The damage is done. If Misha can believe that things will work out with such unflinching certainty, then maybe it's worth giving it a chance. And if things don't work out, I'll run as fast as I possibly can. To try and make it up to me anyway, just in case, she offers to buy me another drink from the vending machine. It's a small token of apology, but I suppose it's a thought that counts, and her thoughts are sincere. Plus, it's a free drink, so I accept. That's all for this time. This is Sonic the Hedgehog Gamer. I hope you enjoyed the series so far. I'm gonna have to figure out a voice for Shizune now, because we can actually understand her. But anyways, that's all for this time. I hope to see all you guys again next time. See you guys then!